Today I'll answer all the questions. Today I'll answer all the questions in just Sunday today is practicing. This practice includes four parts: technology, education, environment, and health. So let's move on to our first part. How do you think technology has changed the way we communicate with others? Mm, yes, technology, is dramatically just make the community to and making it faster, more convenient or more diverse, in terms of the methods. And yes, we can now can communicate in very pretty efficiently in video calls, social media, or the instant messaging, which bridges the gap between people, regardless of of the locations problems. And let's move on to question two. Do you believe that advancements in technology will lead to more job opportunities or fewer, and why? To me, yes, advancements in technology, can lead to yes, both more job opportunities, and fewer too. In one hand, new, industries, are created such as AI or digital marketing. But on the other hand, automations, and AI in is soonly replace the jobs and reducing opportunities for people to find them, leading to the yes, and leading to unemployed in those areas. Let's move on to question three. What are the advantages and disadvantages of using social media platforms for communication? Well, advantage includes global connectivity or instant information sharing. Yes, and the risk of misinformation, privacy concerns, or the potential for superficial interactions, instead of connections. Let's move on to part two. What are the benefits of having a diverse educational system in the country? Diverse, diverse educational system, is raised is the caters to different learning styles and prepare students for the world, by exposing them to various perspectives. Let's move on to question two. How can online learning platforms impact to the traditional education system? Mm, Online learning, can complement traditional education, by wider the range of courses and the ability to learn in one own space. And yes, but they may also challenge the traditional systems, by forcing the focus away from the person interactions. Let's move on to question four. Do you think the educational system in your country adequately prepares students for the job market? Well, why not? For me, in Vietnam, many education systems are criticized for not aligning closely enough for the skills required in a modern job market. And there is a wide between the knowledge and the practical skills that employees have obtained. Let's move on to part three. What are some effective ways for individuals to contribute to an environmental conversation? Each people can contribute by reducing the waste, the recycling, and using energy appliances, and just using sustainable products, and yes, and advocating for environmental policies. Let's move on to question 2. How can government balance economic growth with environmental protection? Yes, government can strike the balance. These by developing the green technologies and forcing environmental and make it a sense sustainable business practices and investing the energy resources. Let's move on to question 3. How can governments balance economic growth with environmental protection? Well, governments can wait a second. We just move on to question 4. What roles does technology play in addressing environmental issues? Technology plays a crucial role, by enabling cleaner production process, and reducing the energy consumption or and developing natural resources. Let's move on to a final part: health. Question 1: how important is it for people to have access to regular health checkups? Yes, regular health checkups are extremely important, as they help in early detection and preventive and make them prevent by diseases allowed for a better health outcome. Let's move on to question 2. What measures can be taken to promote healthy eating habits among young people? Measures include educational programs on nutrition, or promoting healthy just no options in school, and reducing the amount of junk food advertising, and involving parents to promote this. Then just they encourage parents to strike a balanced diet at home in order to to make children become more healthier. Let's move on to question 3. How does mental health compare to physical health in terms of its impact on overall well-being? Yes, mental health is as vital as physical health. Both are interlinked, and poor mental health can lead into the physical health issues, and affecting overall well-being, and it also influence the productivity and the quality of life. That was the end of my speaking practice of today, and once again, thank you for listening.